This conference will now be recorded.
So, hi all, good evening. Myself, I'm Lata. I'm having 12 years of experience in IT and as a trainer. So, initially, I started my career with manual testing, then later, I moved to automation, Selenium with Java, and later, I joined with Tosca Automation. Internally, I moved, and currently, I'm working as a lead for Tosca Automation. Okay, so in the market, like today we are going to discuss about the Tosca automation, like how popular the tool is and why we have to choose the Tosca automation. Okay, so why Tosca is preferable and among all automation tools, okay, we have more automation tools. So instead of that, like why we are using Tosca and what is the need of learning? What is the need of learning Tosca? And what are the concepts we are going to cover as part of our course and how, like what is the duration, so everything we are going to discuss in the class. So before going to discuss about the main topic, like what we will do, we will discuss a few uh, things about testing. So as a tester you have to know some of the main concepts, like what exactly the software is, like why we are testing the application, and what is the purpose, like we are testing the application, like what is the use, what are the tools we are going to use for automating the test cases, each and everything we will discuss. Okay, so first of all, if you want to work as a software tester, you want to know about like why, what exactly the software is, why we have to test the application. So what is the flow of the testing, application testing we have to learn, like in few words I will explain you. So the software is nothing but the application, so whatever the applications like MS Office, in your Android mobile like WhatsApp, YouTube, each and everything is a application. So the application they used with a set of instructions, they provided like set of instructions with the help of a programming language, with the help of programming language, so they are developing the application. Okay, so whatever the applications we are using, definitely they will develop with the help of application. So what is this, like who is the tester, who is the developer, so what is the team, like in your, like if you are entering into the organization, so you need to know about these terminologies, like business analyst, okay, and architect, developer, tester, and in some of the organizations we are having a scrum master. So quickly I will review these things. So like maybe most of you guys will be like you will be coming from IT background and you are coming from non IT background. So our class will guide you to like from basic to advanced. Okay, so if those who are manual testers, don't worry about that, like we are discussing about the basic concepts of like already which you know about that, but those who are not having knowledge, so it will helpful for them, and for you also it will helpful to shine your knowledge. Okay, so don't worry about that, quickly I will review the things, like these are the basic concepts, like for each and every test they need to learn about these concepts, so that is why I am discussing. So in the organization. Suppose I have one company, so one client approached me to develop one application for his business prospect. Okay, so client is like those who want to build one application for his business purpose. He will become a client for us. Okay, so when client approaches us, like the business analyst, he will gather all the requirements what the client exactly expecting for his business. Okay, so he will collect the requirements in the sense like what are the things we need to develop in that application. So think that we are having like the Rapido. So nowadays the Rapido is more popular for like going one place to another place. It is very helpful, like we can book the bikes and autos for traveling one place to another place. So the client came up with the idea, like he has a travel business, he need to place all his whatever vehicles he was having. So he want to take them at, like in a traveling mode. So this is the requirement. So for this, like whatever the vehicles he was having, like whatever the availability he was providing, so based upon that the application needs to be designed. Okay, so this is the client requirement. So what this architect will do, he will review the requirements and he will design the application. So design in the sense the look and feel of the application. For example, let us take one application. So as part of training purpose, like we are using demo web shop. Okay, so we are also discussing more applications. So this is one e-commerce application. Okay, so the client came up with whatever he was having. So everything we added. So the architect, he designs the application, what all the requirements the client was expecting. So based upon that, they design one flowchart. So after designing the flowchart, like the application, the developer will develop the application with the code. Okay, so once it was done, the tester role comes into the picture. Okay, so what exactly the tester will do? The tester will test the application with manual and also using automation tool. Initially, no one will prefer automation tool. First, they have to test the application manually. So manually you have to register, manually you have to log into the application, manually you have to add the products. Like first you have to do manually, like with the human effort we are doing the manual testing. In testing we are having two types of testing. Okay, in testing we are having two types of testing. Okay, so one is manual and the other one is automation. So the manual is nothing but you have to do on your own. Okay, so the like writing the like verifying the login functionality. Okay, this is one test case. So enter the valid username and invalid password. This is one test case. So enter one enter invalid email and valid password. This is another test case. So like that, we are getting the test cases from the lead, or like they will place under Zira, ADO. These are the management tools where we are maintaining our user stories, bugs, each and everything. Okay, so whatever the testing you are doing, at last you have to provide the application without any issues. So for that sake only the testing is needed for the application. So for example, if you are not doing the testing for the application which designed by the which developed by the developer, directly you are giving the application to the client. Okay, so what exactly happening if you are not testing the application? When the user, like, see, whatever the application we are creating, it is for the user, end user prospect. End user in the sense those who were using the application, they will become the end user. Okay, so uh, what exactly, if directly if you are so the end user working with the application, he was facing the issue immediately, like the service is not applicable for the Rapido, it is not good. Immediately the user moved to another application. So we have Uber also we have. So he will, instead of Rapido, like he is facing some issue with the Rapido, the end user moved to Uber. So here the client was losing one user. Okay, so why it happens? Without testing the application directly, whenever you are submitting the application to the client, then these kind of issues will come and the user move one application to another application. He will use another application. So to avoid such kind of scenarios, like compulsory whatever the developed application we are having, so we are going to test that application. Okay, so this is about the manual concept. So completely the organization we are following this. So whereas coming to the automation testing, we have a multiple number of automation tools in the market. Okay, so we have more number of automation. So the testing we can do with the human efforts, and also the testing will do with the automation tool. These are the automation tools we are. So why particularly we have to choose Tosca? So we will discuss advantages of the Tosca. Okay. So up to here, clear, right? So if you have any doubts in the last, I will provide you the time. So we will go for the doubt session. Please make a note for all of your doubts. I will discuss at the end of the session. Okay. So now, why particularly we have to choose Tosca? It completely a no code. See, whenever you are shifting from manual testing to automation, most of the people, they will uh, feel about the, like they will suffer about, they will have some tense about the code, programming language like Java, Python, C sharp, more number of programming languages we have. But remembering the code and working with the code, they will feel some complicated. But whenever you are coming to Tosca, it completely code free tool, and no code is there. It is completely a drag and drop tool. Okay, so we I will explain you one by one. Okay, and it is a module based automation tool. And risk is like we can easily maintain the risk. So any complicated issue we can easily resolve, and we can easily work with the Tosca automation tool. And multiple applications, multiple applications it supports. Multiple applications in the sense web application, web application, SAP, desktop, mobile, APIs, SAP, so SAP already we have written, Salesforce, database. See, one tool we can test with multiple number of scenarios we can cover. So even continuous integration and continuous deployment will happen with the help of Jenkins. We can integrate the Tosca with these many tools, and also uh, we can use these many applications with the help of only one automation tool. If you are good with the Tosca automation, you can work with any of the application. Okay. So this is about Tosca, like why we have to choose. So we don't have any code here. It is completely a drag and drop tool. It is completely a module based. Coming to the module based, what exactly? So module based is nothing but, see, whenever you are checking the application, so you are seeing the code, right? Like whenever you are opening the developer tools, these are the developer tools. So you can see the application implementation, like the code you can verify. Okay, so for example, you want to work with the register. So you want to click on the register and you want to open, like you want to provide the details and all. Okay, so what you are doing? So you need to work with this. So in any other programming languages, you want to work with this, you need to take the XPath in the sense like address of this particular element. So in Selenium and all, we are calling these as a elements, like actually these are the objects. Okay, each and every item, like we are calling it as a object, but particularly in Tosca we are calling these as a controls. Okay, so whenever you want to work with any of the control, like you want to add the value, if you are using any programming language, so what you have to specify, like you need to write the uh, XPath. XPath is in the sense like to find this particular element. So what I am doing, let me take the ID or class I will take. So with mm, practice only, like you are able to write this XPath. Okay, sometimes like we will forget, like even if we are well known about like uh, the XPath also, sometimes you will get uh, disturbance here. Okay, so uh, to make this unique, definitely you have to know about the code which you are going to write here. Okay, so now whatever the code we are writing here, you need this address. Exactly, you have to specify. Okay, so this is the complicated thing. You have to work with the code. So now what the Tosca will do, uh, whatever the properties it is having, it is completely captured to the module. So module is nothing but whatever like you want to work, like it will capture all the properties to that particular module, and easily we can uh, provide the values. Okay, so this is the advantage of Tosca. Okay, so multiple applications we can work, like multiple applications in the sense we can work with the desktop applications, like we can work with the Word document, we can work with the Excel, we can work with the PDF. Okay, and we can work with the web applications. So SAP applications we are supposed to, Salesforce, mobile testing, APIs. Uh, see, when coming to the coding, you are supposed to learn the rest assured API. But here we don't have any code, like we are not using any code. We have a particular tool, standalone tool we have, so we can use that. So even though it is a paid tool, it has more number of advantages, like we can test multiple number of applications. Okay, so let us see how the application looks like. Okay, so this is the application, like the Tosca looks like. Okay, so this is the title bar and this is the menu bar. Okay, and this is a ribbon, like wherever which menu you are clicking, that menu details will be highlighted in this ribbon. Like whereas these are sections, and also we will supposed to call it as a tabs also, but most probably we call these as a sections. Okay, even if you in the home tab also you will be having one section here. Okay, so I already informed you, like that is a drag and drop tool. We will discuss like what exactly this is. And also one more thing. So whatever the sections we are having, so all the sections are not mandatory. So what are the, like all the organizations like will use most probably the module section, the requirement section, test cases, execution, and test case design. Okay, remaining all not necessary. Okay, so whatever the important sections we are having, we can keep, and remaining we can close it. Okay, so whatever not necessary, so we can delete those sections. So if you want to add it again in the home button, home menu bar, like you will be having section. Okay, so whichever the section you want to add, just double click on that, automatically it will add to your sections tab. Okay, so this is the way you can add. So first of all, like whatever the requirements you are getting, you will be written here, and you will create modules, then you will work with the test cases, then you will execute, and then you create the data. Okay, so these are the main sections you are going to work. So this is like on the left side we are seeing this requirements, right? So this we call it as a tree view. This is a tree view. So tree view in the sense, like the folders we will see like a child and parent structure. Okay, so that is why like we are calling it as a tree view, and this is a detailed view. Okay, detailed view, and also the test configuration view. So we will discuss this in our regular classes, don't worry about that. So only on the high level how the tool look like, and what are the specifications, and what are the names we are calling for each and every tab we are going to learn. Okay, so the properties, so whatever the modules you are going to select, the related properties will be visible under properties pane. So this is a detailed view, this is a tree view, and this is a properties pane. Okay, and I already told you it is a completely drag and drop tool. So now what we will do, just for today, we will open the application. Okay, for that I'm creating one folder here. So whenever you are right clicking on the test case, automatically one menu will be opening, like one pop-up menu. So under that, like just click on the create folder. Okay, so give a proper name. So with which application you are working, so I'm creating with that application name only. Okay, so right click on this. Now we have to create a test case. So the structure will be, first you have to create a folder. Under folder you have to create a test case. Under test case you will be having the steps. Okay, so for example, open the application. Open the application. Only this much we are doing. So to explain like how easy this is, like open the application, you will be having some standard modules. I will explain you what exactly the standard module. So right now we want to open the application, right? Just to see whatever the module you want to work. So just drag and drop on the test case. Okay, so this is very easy to handle. So even if you are not having any code knowledge also, not required. Even if you don't know any testing also, fine. You can easily work with this tool. Okay, so whatever the step you are going to take, for each and every step you will be having one value and the action mode and the data type. Okay, so the value, like you will provide the value, like which what exactly you are supposed to do. Like you want to open the URL, so now what you are doing, so you have to open the URL. Okay, so already we have the application, right? We will go here and copy this URL. Just copy this URL and go for Tosca and just provide the value. Okay, one more thing I will do. So this I will discuss later. So now what I am doing, so I am working with the URL. Okay, so just right click on this and click on run. Automatically, so it will open the application. So actually here I have provided the Scratchbook. Sorry, here I have provided the Firefox. Okay, so due to some permissions, like it is opening uh, very slowly. Okay, so in this way, like you are able to work with the Tosca automation. So what exactly the Tosca is? See, we observed like it is very easy, like it is a no code tool. We are not seeing any code, only we are seeing drag and drop only. Already we have some predefined modules. So we will discuss one by one, like what exactly the module is, what are the predefined modules, what are the user defined modules, and all we will discuss. So today, like what we will do, like we will discuss like what exactly the Tosca is and what is the use of the Tosca. Okay, see, the Tosca was developed by the Tricentis people. Okay, so this is a completely a cloud tool. Okay, okay, so completely you can manage the cloud applications. So even if you want to integrate any of the cloud applications also, it is very easier uh, to work with the Tosca automation. Okay, and one more thing, so whenever you are working with the Tosca automation, like once you are perfect with the Tosca automation, so you are supposed to work with any of the application. Application is not a matter. Only the thing is you need to practice well what are the applications we are going to discuss here. Okay, so as part of the Tosca automation, like we are going to discuss in our course, like complete the certifications like AS1, AS2, TDS1, and TDS2. Okay, so in this, like the basics to advanced Tosca concepts we are going to discuss. Okay, and like how to handle the exceptions, and how can you provide the weights, how can you handle the pop-up, how can you handle the multiple tabs. Okay, so these and all we will discuss, and API we are going to discuss. So nowadays the API is very mandatory. So even like with the Tosca, easily we can able to work with the API. So here we have separately for API testing. Okay, so this is very easy to work with the API testing also. And whereas coming to server, so we are like we work with the cloud tool. So we are having a server also, like we can manage data, and like when is this preferable is like whenever you are having a more data, like all all the people those who are in the organization, they have to use the data, so then you can store the data in the server, and those who wants the data, they can call that and they can use that values. Okay, so that for that, like data management, we are using server also. So here in our sessions, like we are going to discuss about the Tosca server also. Okay, so what is the Tosca server and what are the advantages of the Tosca server, we are going to discuss as part of our sessions. And also SAP application. Nowadays, most of the calls we are getting with the SAP and Salesforce and API and continuous integration and deployment. So all the topics like we are going to discuss as part of our course. Okay, and desktop applications we are going to discuss. So on the high level, I will provide you the knowledge on CI/CD. Okay, and the duration will be around like 38 hours. It will come around 38 hours. The duration will be 38 hours. Okay, so we can integrate uh, like issues we can manage, and as part of Tosca, like we are going to discuss about the requirements, modules. So requirements, modules, test cases, execution, etc. Okay, so don't worry about that, like from basic to advanced we are going to discuss. Okay, so each and every session, like you are going to work, like you have to practice that, like based upon the domain knowledge. Okay, this is very important as you are working with as a, like you want to work as a tester, you want to know about this, like the domain is nothing but the application which you are going to work. So like insurance, banking, healthcare. Okay,
Sorry, I've got one question.
2 minutes, I will complete this. I
Okay.
will take your questions last. Okay, so healthcare and e-commerce. So as part of our course, like I will provide you the insurance and the e-commerce, and also basic knowledge on the banking domain, and the domain knowledge, like how you have to explain about the healthcare and e-commerce, sorry, telecom, like that. I will provide you the basic knowledge. So this is about the course content. So yeah, you are asking something. Ask now.
Yeah, regarding the topics that you discussed, that we are going to cover SAP and Salesforce, as well as the API.
Yes.
And
So first we are going to complete the Tosca concepts like how to handle the web application, how to handle the desktop application, how can you are like you can work with the Word document, Excel. So why these things is like, see, in the organization, you will get the data from the Excel, you will get the data from
mm,
Word document. So like that, right? Like once after completing these concepts, like main concepts, so then we will discuss SAP and Salesforce and whatever needed for your and at present, like once you are completing the course. So at present the market, like what they were asking. So based upon that, we will discuss.
okay, so we'll do automation on SAP also, as well as Salesforce.
Yes.
Okay. And for desktop application, uh, what type of application we are going to do Tosca
See,
automation?
SAP GUI is a desktop application only.
Desktop, yeah.
Huh. So and also the Word document, Excel documents are also desktop only, and the
Okay.
PDF. These and all desktop applications.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, welcome. So Priya, go ahead.
It's okay for me.
Are you only? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Niranjan. Yeah, you can ask Niranjan. Whatever you have doubts, you can ask.
Yeah, I'm audible now?
Yes, you are audible now.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, just I want to know like any kind of frameworks do we have in Tosca?
Yes,
If
we
yes,
have a,
are we going to
yes, we
cover?
have. Hmm. So, like most of the organizations, they will follow a modular framework. Okay. So the reusability, like framework in the sense, there will be a reusability of data, right? So here also in Tosca, we can modify, like we can identify the reusable test blocks, and we can create as a library, and we are maintaining the modular framework here. And if you completely working with the data, like you are getting the data from other end, and you want to take the data into your test cases, so then you will work with the data driven framework. So here we are having data driven framework and modular framework. So when we are combining these, both will become a hybrid framework, like some, like whereas coming to the insurance application, there they will maintain some data, and also they will maintain some application related task. So then they will combine the both things, like whatever the data they were getting, they will create under the data driven framework, and they will create the reusable test step blocks, and they will integrate both together, and they will work. So these are the frameworks we are having in Tosca.
This course covers both data driven and modular and hybrid something, or
Yes,
only
completely.
modular? Okay.
Completely three types we are going to discuss. Without framework, there is no course. Definitely, we will discuss. We will complete all the frameworks.
Okay. And also, I would like to know, as
Hmm.
we have a couple of other tools, no code tools like
Hmm.
Workshop and
Hmm.
RPA tools. So just
Prover.
I'm a little bit curious to know any advantage of Tosca over these tools.
Yes. See, when coming to other drag and drop tools, the Tosca was having like more advantages. Like with the multiple applications you are going to work, it is a very advantage, right? So this is one of the, like, easily whatever the application, easily we can integrate with the Tosca and we can work. So that is the best advantage, like that is the way the most of the more organizations, they were preferring the Tosca. Like, see, we are working with the SAP applications, we can work with the Salesforce, we can work with the database, we can work with the APIs. So API is a big task to other automation tools, but
Okay.
here easily you can handle the API testing without any complication. There is no complicated when you are working with the APIs. It is very easy to work with the API. Not only the API, so each and every application easily you can handle once you are good with the Tosca automation.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah. So any else?
Yeah, hi. Hello.
Yes, Srinivas, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Srinivas here. Yeah, as we discussed, right, ma'am, about XPath. Based on my knowledge, we use XPath in Selenium. So in
Yes.
Tosca also, we will use XPath. Means it is not a coding, right?
Yes, it is not a coding, but XPath is there. It is a transition parameter.
Okay.
So whenever you are getting difficulty with all the identifiers, like however you are having locators in Selenium, so here also we are having identifiers. Identifiers is nothing but locating the element. Okay.
Okay.
So here we are having the XPath. By default, we only the Tosca only provide the XPath for that particular element. Okay.
Okay.
So we are not using XPath here, but in case of any emergency, or if any like you easily you want to click that, then you can go for XPath. But it is complicated. But without that only you can handle in Tosca. It is very easy. Like without using XPath also we can handle. But XPath is there. If somebody will ask in interview, so is there XPath in Tosca, we can't say like there is no XPath. We
Yes.
have the XPath in the transition parameter. We have the XPath. If any issue we are facing with the identifiers, then we will go for XPath. That is the thing we have to explain for the interviewer.
In real time, we will use XPath, ma'am, or in real time we will use that, ma'am? Or
No, most rare cases, not all the cases. Like most of the things, like we can get with the anchor method and properties. So that, like, only four type of identifiers we are having. Most of the scenarios, like we can cover with the anchor and also the properties. So we are not going to choose any other things.
And one more thing, ma'am. In Tosca,
Yeah.
we have requirement tab is there, right? Actually, we will collect the requirements and prepare the documents.
No, I'm
In
not.
automation,
One minute,
how
one minute.
we
Can you
gather
come again?
requirements, ma'am?
Can you come again?
Yeah. In Tosca automation tool, we have requirement tab is there, right, ma'am? Requirement
Yes.
module. So
Hmm.
actually, we able to collect the requirement documents and prepare the documentation. In automation
Yes.
also, we will write the requirement documents, or we have to prepare the requirements in Tosca automation tool. How
No,
do you do it, ma'am?
actually here, like we have to those who were leading the automation, so they
Okay.
will prepare the requirements and all. So
Okay.
here, like whatever the requirements you are, like they will prepare, you are just verifying that. You are not going to do anything for the requirements. Just you
Okay.
will follow. There will be some interlink between the modules, test cases, executions, and the requirements. Whenever you are running your test case from the execution, like how many test cases you have completed from that particular execution, based upon that, the requirement tab will be updated.
Okay. So it means that we have to trace the requirement ID and test case so that we can tell the
Yes.
testing. Okay, and one more thing.
Yes.
In
Hmm.
Selenium, we have prepared a lot of tools like automation test suite, recurrent test suite, etc.
Hmm.
In the same
Hmm.
way, in Tosca also, we create the test suite. In Tosca also,
Yes. Yes. Test suite we are going to create, like as part of a framework only we are going to create.
okay.
So like we are creating all the reusable test steps under one folder, and whatever
Okay.
the things you are going to use, you can use it there in under your particular test case. Like here, like we can work with the multi-user environment. All the
Okay.
organizations prefer the multi-user only.
Yes.
So what this multi-user is, like see, suppose now this is one organization, we are all the employees, okay? So we are using Tosca automation, think like this. So each and every person, like we are connecting to one server, like common repository we are using. So what all the test cases you are you like for you they assign. So individually you are working, and later you are integrating to the main server. So that and all, like we will call it as a test suite. The complete all the management for like modules, reusable test cases and all, like wherever we are managing under one repository, we can say that it as a test suite.
So it is separate server will be there for maintaining the test suite, right, ma'am?
Hmm, hmm.
Okay.
The
So
way
we
of
don't have the
working is
dashboard.
different. The way of working is different here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just like we not create everything in one place in Tosca. So we have to follow the separate server and they will maintain the uh, test results. Right, ma'am?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, last question, ma'am. Yeah, we are
Yeah.
calling it Tosca, right, ma'am? Is there any full name for Tosca?
Yes. We have. So the Tosca is nothing but like we are. It is completely for cloud applications. Okay. Tosca is nothing but topology orchestration for cloud applications.
Uh, that's it, ma'am, from my side. Thanks,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ashish, go ahead.
Yeah. Do we cover a mobile application also?
Mobile application, like I will give a overview, like what are the setups you have to
Mhm.
install, and I will guide you, like how can you learn the mobile testing.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And apart from this, in the domain, if I'll talk to you regarding the, we will cover in the manufacturing fields also. Apart from the
Manufacturing fields
e-commerce
in
and
the
all.
sense like what exactly you want to like once
Exactly,
after
small.
completing the course. Okay, once
Yeah.
after completing the course,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
whatever the knowledge you want, like I will guide you on that way. Like
Okay,
see,
okay.
all
Thanks.
they don't want manufacture, so they need different domains, right? Like as part of that, like whoever all needed particularly on the domain knowledge, I will provide you the
Mhm.
knowledge, don't worry about that.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi Lata, this is Parveen.
Yeah, Pavin, go ahead.
Yeah, we gonna cover SAP, right, with the GUI application,
Yes.
but please correct me. But in real world, in companies, they are
Hmm.
using a server-based SAP, right? Like
Yes.
they are having different. So I just want to know, do you think this the SAP course which we're gonna do will help us to understand or
S-
relate us
y-
to the real
yes.
world scenario?
Yes. Yes. Why means, see, most of the SAP applications we are not getting the access, right?
Yeah.
So we need the server access.
Yeah.
But the Tricentis people help us to get the access for SAP. So
Yeah.
how this GUI will help us? It the end-to-end flow of the SAP, it will help us to learn. Okay, so once we are good with this end-to-end flow by using Tosca automation, so for SAP, the modules, like based upon the modules, like see, SAP S4 HANA, it is a database.
Yes.
Okay, so it is one of the application, like web application tool, where we are working with the different modules, like what almost 18 modules we have for SAP. Okay, so once only we are like whenever they were asking with that
Mm.
like Tosca automation with the SAP, they will ask more about the Tosca automation only. So only few questions like they will ask like what are the standard modules you are going to use for SAP. So that much they will ask, and some related to the project like whatever the JD they have provided. So based upon that module, they will ask like if you have a knowledge on that or not. So they won't involve much into the SAP. Why means, so the people who are working with the Tosca automation with the SAP, they don't know about all the modules. They only can work with the one module, the end to end flow, but not all the transaction codes, only few transaction codes they will work. So
Okay.
easily we can work with any of the server SAP files.
Okay. And the second question is related to DEX machines. You said means there is a mention like we gonna configure them with legacy and with AOS system. So we
Yeah,
gonna
with the
cover that.
AOC and without, yes, the server I mentioned, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Yes, in server we are having TDM and DEX, both we are going to cover as part of our course.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna set up the DEX machines from the start to end, right? Um,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for clearing out. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yamuna, go ahead now.
Yeah, hi Priya. No,
My name
hi
is
Lata.
Lata.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, sorry. Yeah,
yeah,
my
no problem.
question is about the certification.
Yeah.
So, do you guide particularly for the certification, or it is a part of courses, part of the
Mm,
certification, how it will be?
So, whatever the concepts like we are going to cover, like it will cover all the four certificates, like which I mentioned, like AS1, AS2, TDS1, and TDS2.
Okay,
Okay. So the concepts will comes under all these four certifications. I will guide you to complete all these four certifications, and also I will guide you to complete SAP as well. We don't have certification for Salesforce, but we have a certificate for SAP and the API also.
okay, okay. Like middle of the course, can we start like a basic and end of the course, something like that, or how we will proceed with the certification?
Certification in the sense like first after completing the concepts only we are going to take the certification concept.
Okay.
So why means like see once after completing the course, like again if you are seeing the concepts with the certifications, it
Mhm.
really helpful for you to clear the interview. So as
Okay.
part of our course, like recently and meanwhile, like nowadays, how they were asking the questions and all, based upon that only, like our course will be there. Okay, like scenario based. Don't anyone will no nobody will ask definitions nowadays. Okay, so all they were asking scenario based. In that way only, we are discussing our classes.
Okay. No, no, no. I
So
what?
after, yeah, tell me.
No, no. There is a AGS basic, right? So that also we are doing after completion or middle of the course. We can start doing the basic AGS one. That is what my question.
Basic certifications you are asking, right?
No, no. There is AS1, AS2, right?
Yes.
So the even AS1 we have to do after completing, or how you prefer?
So I will prefer like after completing the course.
Okay, okay.
So
But
if you want to like see after few concepts like you want to keep only 1 year of experience with the Tosca automation, but they were asking for the certifications and all, like we
mhm.
can take in the middle also, like based upon your need. My support will be there even after completing the course also.
Yeah, that's what my question. If you are
Yeah.
doing certification after course, after 36
So
hour, will
based
you
upon
be
your need, based
okay?
upon your need, suppose for example whatever you learned like that much is enough for your 1 year of experience, you want to complete the certification, and then later you want to like meanwhile you want to attend the interviews and you want to um complete the course. So then one Sunday we will connect, and I will help you to complete all the certifications. That is not a problem.
Okay. So how to register the syllabus and all, the team will
Every
guide us. Okay.
Yes, everything will be discussed. Even
Oh,
for the tool access also, like you can contact with the admin people. They will make you to the, like they will help you in the installation process. Okay,
okay. Do we
the
need
tool
to, since
access
it's
and
a
all.
paid tool, do we need to anything pay or just need to register with the Trice and Days?
No, you have to register for the course. Like then admin people will make you the
Okay.
installation. It will be cleared. No problem. Like once after like uh, we are done with the basic parts, like we can go for.
Okay. Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
Priya.
Balraj.
Yeah. Hi, Lata. I have one question. Do you have any plans to include database testing as part of this course?
Yes, we are planning. We
Okay.
are
Okay.
like we are
Thank
planning for the additional course. Like we want to give on a top up.
you. Okay. In
So
this course,
after
right? Not separate or
yes, in this not separate in this
okay.
course only. Yeah, we are
Right.
planning.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Priyanka, uh, we have
Hello.
yeah, tell
Hello.
me.
Am I
Yeah.
audible?
Yes,
Yes,
audible.
hi Lata. So I have
Yeah.
a couple of questions.
Yes.
So first thing first, are you going to teach on the license, Tosca's license
Yes.
software or trial?
No, actually, like whatever we are providing, you can access up to 3 to 4 months if you are not sharing the credentials to anyone. Only
So,
you have to use in your system. Okay. So then
hmm.
you can easily work with 3 to 4 months. You can easily handle.
So by this you mean we are going to get the this license number or anything, we are going to use licensed Tosca application, is it?
Yes, yes. We are using the licensed one only, and we will provide the
Okay,
credentials for you to, like, we will help you to uh, work with the Tosca automation tool. Don't worry about that.
all right. Okay, quickly another question.
Yeah, yeah.
So will there be any practical session happen and or will it be part of homework or you're going to give assignment and then we have to do some practicals? How are we going to proceed?
See, once we are completing, like I will provide you one task, like you have to complete, and you have to share me in the WhatsApp group. Like once after registering, so we will create one WhatsApp group. Like whatever the things I have, like assignments I'm going to provide you, you have to share to me in the WhatsApp group. If you are
So
facing any
after.
issues also,
Hmm.
share me in the WhatsApp. Like I will discuss in the class. Like immediately I will reply. Like if delay will be there, but the same day I will reply you. Like you can resolve it yourself, or else if you are not uh, rectify it, like we will connect
Mhm.
and we will I will resolve you, like whatever the issues you are facing, so that I will help
So,
you.
okay. So that means after every topic, we are going to, I mean, we are going to go together with you, correct?
Yes.
Suppose you are working in module, then we are also going to perform the hands-on on the module, and then we
Yeah,
can
the
discuss on
same
the next
time it
class
is
or in
not,
WhatsApp.
same time you are not supposed to do. First you have to listen the class carefully. Once you are getting the recording to you, so then you have to you are supposed to practice.
So, for example, take module. Once you are
Hmm.
teaching us module, once you are done with teaching module,
Hmm.
then we are also going to use the hands-on the module, correct?
Yes, yes.
So before the jumping to the next topic, are we going to discuss about module and the practical scenarios and the question? Suppose I'm stuck creating or whatever happens in the module. So will it be any discussion on that before jumping to the next topic?
Yes, definitely will
or
be
how
there.
are we?
Definitely will be
Okay.
there. Like, so if anyone like see, if some people like they will not able to practice, like they will have time to practice on Saturday. So
Hmm.
they will depends upon their availability we will take, or else like daily if you are practicing, if you are facing, like see today the class happened around 9:30 to 10:30. Okay, so after 10:30 what you did, like you started practicing the application. Okay,
Hmm.
and you are stucking somewhere, immediately
Hmm.
take a picture and post it on WhatsApp.
So good. Okay.
Okay, I
Okay.
will provide you the suggestion. So if you are not
Okay.
understanding, we'll discuss in the class.
Hmm.
Don't worry about that. Okay.
Okay. Great.
Hmm.
All
Yeah.
right. I
Yeah.
think that's all pretty much.
Yeah.
Thank you so
So
much, Lata.
someone asked about the class timings. Yeah, this is the class timings like 9:30 to 10:30 until like we will till we are completing the course. And one more Priyanka raised her hand.
Just one more question. Will you go? Are you going to share the syllabus of the our
Yeah,
course?
already
What are we going
already
to?
we have shared, like we are having that link, right? Our website link. There you can see under my page the course already added. So if you are not having, you can check in the group also. The
Okay.
course we have
Okay.
we already added, and also tomorrow we will discuss on the course content, like what all the topics we are going to discuss. Okay,
Mhm.
don't worry about
Okay.
that.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, for the installation, like you can ask Anita, like she will help you. Okay, she is one of the admin team. Like she will help you in the installation part from the admin team. And Priyanka, you can, like one more Priyanka like raised her hand. Please, could you? And I will come to you also, Bhairavi, Vikrant, Srinivas. Don't worry about that. Like I will ask your questions also. DB installation and all, I will explain. That is not a now not required. Okay, so when we are going to discuss parallelly, you have to do with me only. Okay, so mm, Priyanka, you don't have anything. Yeah, okay, you are having a audio issue. So whatever you need, like you are having questions, please ping me in the chat. I will reply you. Meanwhile, we will go for Bhargavi. What is the concern from your side?
Hi, Lata. Hi, Lata. Will you be
Yeah.
providing the complete information on the domain knowledge of insurance and payments and commerce?
Yes. A complete end
Oh,
to end we are going to discuss.
okay. After once the Tosca topics are covered, right?
Yes.
Okay. Will you be guiding us for resume preparation and interview preparation as well?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. 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 Thank you, Lata. That's it from my end.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Priyanka, like mainframe application in the sense like you are asking about the web applications, like cloud applications. So we are only discussing the web applications, like multiple applications we are going to do, like as part of the mainframe, like we are going to discuss the server, like how can we are supposed to do. Do we have exam in the sense, Mariam, like it is like you are we are already having AS1 and AS2, TDS1 and TDS2. These certifications you have to write the exam. Okay, so once after completing the exam only you are supposed to uh, get the certificate. Otherwise, no. Okay. Yeah, Vikrant.
Hi, Lata. Am I audible?
Yes, audible.
Hello.
Yeah,
Okay.
audible,
Uh,
Vikrant.
Yeah, so these exams which we are discussing, those are kind of a free offered from Tricentis, or those are paid ones, Lata?
The certifications you are asking, right?
Yeah, the certifications basically.
Yeah, the certifications completely it is free from the Tricentis only. There is no paid.
Okay. And the sessions would be on the regular basis, right? Like Monday to Saturday, or like how it is?
Y- Uh, Monday to Saturday it will be there. Like sometimes, like actually I'm traveling from work location to here. Okay, so I will inform if any changes will be there. Okay, regularly Monday to Friday. Saturday
Monday
will
to
we are having the doubt sessions.
Okay, and Sunday would be off, right?
Yes.
Okay, and coming to the licensing part, right? Like now the sessions would be for 31 hours that you mentioned initially, correct? So
Yeah, 38 hours it will come.
sorry, 38, yeah. So
Hmm.
after the training, so you mentioned we'll be having the access till 4 to 5 months approx, right? If
Yes.
we are
Yes.
if we are
Hmm.
using the first of your own and not sharing the credentials, of course, right?
Yes.
Uh, and coming to the ACP GUI screen, so I just had a like I just checked the syllabus. So we'll be having complete hands-on on the ACP screens also, right?
For SAP, you are asking about the access.
ACP automation, basically, like whatever Tosca automation on the ACP screens.
Ha,
So that
yes,
would
we will
be,
do.
and accordingly, the interview questions should be also discussed, right,
Yes,
for the
yes.
ACP area.
SAP related, like more, they will concentrate on the Tosca only. If need, if whatever the questions they were asking, like I will explain you. Don't worry about that.
Okay, and all the modules we will be covering, right? Starting from requirement and all the 6 modules, I believe, which are there, right? Each one of
Y-
that would be discussed in detail.
Yes.
Okay, okay. The final question would be, so everything we will be able to cover in 30 hours. Will that be possible? Because
It will take more also. It will take more also. It won't be less. It will be more also. But think that like you will be having 38 sessions.
okay, understood.
Hmm. Hmm.
Thank you, Lata. That's it.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So in the chat, like they were asking for SAP Tosca, we need to install SAP. If no, there is no any charges, additional charges for the applications like which you are going to install. And as part of certificates, v- like AS1, AS2 and TDS2, sorry, TDS1, TDS2, I will going to help and I will guide you to complete API and SAP testing. And if you miss one or two sessions, don't worry about that. You will get recordings. If you have any doubt, you can ask me on the doubt session. About the course, like you can contact with the admin people like here, like if you check in the group, like those who are admin, so you can contact them and discuss with them. Once completing the course, do we need to do some assignments alone for certificates once after this course completion, or need to pay for certification? No need to pay anything for the certification. So once after completing the course, you can do it on your own also. No, don't worry about that. Is it compulsory to have corporate email ID for Tosca installation? Yes, compulsory. You need corporate email ID. So don't worry about that corporate email ID. The admin team will help you to get the credentials with the mail ID. Okay, don't worry about that. If we don't have a corporate account, still can we proceed installation with Tosca? See, once you are registering automatically, you will get the installation done by the admin team. So don't worry about that and all. Okay, so only the thing is like once you are getting the application, so practice well. So anyone else want to ask anything?
Hey Lata, I'm Srinivas.
Yes, Srinivas.
So
this is more of SAP automation Tosca, or like it covers web and SAP?
So more into web application,
Okay.
desktop applications, and later we will discuss SAP. One
Oh,
module
oh,
we are going to cover with the SAP,
okay. So the
and
reason I'm asking you, like, sorry to interrupt, like, I
yeah,
am more into Salesforce side. So usually these days we have a combination of Salesforce with Tosca. So can you
yes.
suggest, something like where this course would be useful if I go
Yeah,
with?
we are going to discuss the Salesforce, right? So see, whatever the application, that is not a matter. Once you are good with the Tosca concepts, you can implement with any of the application, any of the mainframe applications, any of the server based applications, wherever you need. Even management tools also you can integrate. Only the thing is the configurations is changing, that's it. Once you are good with the application like Tosca application, we can work with any of the application without having a knowledge also. Why
Okay.
means using the methods and all the same for every application.
All right. Yeah.
Hmm.
So thank you. Secondly, like, does it also cover the CI/CD integration or no?
Yeah, I already informed you, no, like CI/CD with the Jenkins. I will explain you.
Okay. Sorry, I just
Uh,
joined. Like, but
oh,
thank you.
okay, okay.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
okay. Yeah, sure. So notes in the sense, separately we are not going to provide you any notes, but what all the concepts we are going to discuss, like we are providing under the notepad, right? So I will give you that notepad file to you. You just better, my suggestion is, like whenever we are discussing the class, like once you are getting the recording access, so what you will do, listen to that, and please make a note of all the things like whatever we discussed. It will helpful for you to clear the interview. Like see, always every time it is not possible to listen the video and all, right? So whenever you are making note in a notebook after listening the class, so really once you are verifying that notebook, it is very helpful to clear the interview. For this course, how many, okay, experience you have? See, once after completing course from my end, you can easily keep 3 to 4 years of experience in Tosca. That much the things we are going to discuss in the class. And once after completing the course also, like I will guide you to like resume preparation will be there, and whatever the opportunities, if we are having like any openings, we will post in the group from my end. Okay, so most of the things, like some will be walk-ins will be there, you can go and attend with that. Okay, so anything else? Tejovani, please contact the admin team on the cost, please.
Lata, sorry to ask one more question. This was
Yeah, no
regarding the
problem.
system
You can ask.
configuration. Yeah. So any minimum requirement for a system
So
in order to install?
requirements, as part of the requirements, the Mac and Linux, it won't support. It only supports the Windows. Okay. Like minimum, it will be having 8 GB of RAM. It needs. Okay. So 4 GB will be like, it will take space. The RAM will, if you are having 8 GB, Tosca needs 4 GB RAM on that. Okay, so that much is enough to learn. 8 GB RAM, and storage is like 250 GB or 500 GB. That is not a matter, but only the concern is the RAM will be 8 GB,
Okay.
but it
Okay.
only
Understood.
supports the Windows.
Noted. Okay. Okay, Lata. Thank you.
Yeah. Any else you are having any doubts, or we can wind up? Okay, then have a nice day. Thank you for
Thank you,
joining
Lata.
all. Thank you all for
Thank
joining
you.
the
Thank you,
session.
Lata.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you, Lata.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, thank you, Andy. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining.